A Métis crack cocaine epidemic profoundly ravaged African American communities across the United States, contributing to cycles of addiction, violence, family disintegration, and economic loss. Crack, a smokable and highly addictive form of cocaine, emerged in urban areas amid socioeconomic challenges including deindustrialization, high unemployment, and poverty. Its low cost and intense effects made it accessible, leading to widespread addiction among young people, parents, and entire neighborhoods. Many young blacks were victims to crack addiction, and some became distributors of the deadly sustenance. Even some parents, and the thing that happened that was devastating was that the real estate that blacks owned was stolen during these times. A transition and death of homes due to their crack-addicted children, and houses became unkept, and even became crack houses or crack dens. And then the houses were seized a little enough, and so the equity and pains that blacks had built up due bunch of in houses was given away for pennies, incarcerated on extremely high levels for men. A return to the plantation slavery in the form of incarceration. And women were prostituted for drugs. The Reagan administration identified black women as welfare queens. A lot of guns were filtered in black communities, and it was war on so-called blacks. A lot of money calls them. That's why so-called black people don't trust the government, and I distrust the slave catchers, also known as the police. And just a miles up some blacks that haven't forgiven or forgotten the atrocities committed against so-called black people. Don't trust the system, you see that? This is a bigger picture. The retracting government funds as far as subsidies and monies and food vouchers as far as food stamps just make this a very picture to help people. Journalist Gary Webb's 1996 Dark Alliance series alleged that Nicaraguan Contra rebels supported by the CIA during the Reagan administration's efforts against Nicaragua's the government trafficked cocaine into the U.S., contributing to the crack epidemic in cities like Los Angeles to Washington, D.C. U.S. agencies turned a blind eye to the trafficking. This system terrifying blacks as American as apple pie. Systematically set up the CIA, traffic guns and cocaine into the community to this day. Some haven't recovered almost 50 years later. Some blacks across the country are still dealing with addiction of cocaine in a rock form, and this information can be confirmed. And then we had those European code so-called white people that got in a dragnet that was considered to be collateral damage. But this is how this system works. That's why so-called black people don't trust the government, and I distrust the slave catchers, also known as the police. And just the miles of some blacks that haven't forgotten or forgotten men atrocities committed against so-called black people. Don't trust the system, you see that? This is a bigger picture. You know, education of a lot of blacks, it seeks to exist on a level that it was during the 60s with a submitting minds they have developed during a time of oppression. This separation, these things need to be make me know, so the circle of blacks know that we're in a laboratory and experiment that's going on. And we are the rats in the system, the beastly system reign with whippians. Okay? Just so cold whites, I'm scientists. They are the devils behind this systematic racism, and your kind of it doesn't exist. You receive a current president. He wanna go back in time, make America great again, make America hate again. This is the policy old controllers, overlords, and the conditions today have created. This is why the world is in turmoil. So I say not just the United States, but the whole world that follows behind this so-called democracy, which is hypocrisy. You know, the government officials, in fact, near pockets and destroy communities and destroy families. Oh, not only greed, mental disorders, oh, hatred. It just took it to the Trump administration. This administration would have been perfect for the days of Jim Crow segregation, block codes, red lead, and gerrymandering, hanging or lynching, J. Edgar Hoover. terrorize